Divine Feminine, what's up, Booski? And Divine Masculine, what's up, my king? Welcome to my channel. Am I tripping or not? Tarot. My name is Cockfrost, but you can call me the Ghetto Nun. So I am here to do Divine Feminine. I'm not here to do Divine Feminine, but Divine Feminine, I am here to do the What the Fuck Is Up With You reading for the next 7 days. I do cuss in my readings and give no fucks about it, so if you do, please get the fuck on. I do start all of my cards upright in my deck. I don't believe in starting out with reversals because that's some bullshit. Also, I did pre-shuffle, lay some cards down just to see what's going on with you. Please keep in mind this may or may not resonate with every single Divine Feminine. Give no fitnucks. Info for private readings will be below the video. If you find that the convent is not for you, please look for the nearest exit mark. Get the fuck on. Watch your head on the way out. Hit the alley. You'll be back in Tarot land. Please take the time to check out the community board. It's like the farmer's market for all the nuns where they have their businesses, purposes, gifts, etc., posted. If you'd like to submit your business for the Convent Bulletin board, please check the info in the description box below the video. Thank you to everyone for all the bookings, donations, likes, subscribes, comments, and shares. Love you. All right, Divine Feminine. I did have something that they kept saying in my head, but I forgot for real. So maybe it was just for me. I don't know. But yeah, I don't remember. That's crazy. It must not have been that important on some real shit. Because I feel like if I don't remember something, it must not be that important. Because usually stuff will stick in my head for a reading. So seem like you just shit that ain't important. Maybe you just letting that shit just fall by the wayside. I don't know. Anyway. The oracle cards you got for the next 7 days is Shaman, which is completion. That's what that says there. It says, how can you help others if you do not know yourself? The role of the shaman is to access knowledge and wisdom as a seer, a spirit doctor, a negotiator, and a ceremonialist. You are being called upon to bring about harmony, balance, and wholeness. Whether you call yourself a shaman, healer, witch, priest, elder, magician, or druid, you are walking the path of an ancient tradition that was not split into separate teachings, but incorporated everything into one philosophy and one way of life. Perhaps you have forgotten your life purpose and are being called to walk the shamanic path. You may have become disconnected from your soul and be lacking vision or the perception of who you are. Why are you here and what is life about? Blah, blah, blah. Create a medicine wheel and use it. Create an altar and use it. Your soul's yearning urges you to connect with the shaman within. Spend more time outside. Hug a tree, talk to the animals, and immerse yourself in stories of the old. Connect to the mystery and magic inside of you. This is basically like connecting to your higher self, y'all. Connecting to the Most High, your higher self, and all that shit. That's basically what that means. Came out with the universe, which is the world card, and Nipsey, G. And it came out with Busta Rhymes. This makes me feel like, number one, there's an end of everybody I feel like that's going to resonate with this message. You've definitely gone through the ending of a cycle recently. Whether it was with a person, place, or thing, habit, behavior, something. You've gone through the end of a cycle. You've released something. And I feel like there was an upgrade that came with that, Nipsey. This is my Ascended Master card, Flip Mode Squad. But I heard, if you really want to party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes could see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. Yeah, it's almost like you recognize your worth. If you really want to party with me, let me see just what you got for me. You making people prove themselves to you, Divine Feminine. Or this is someone doing this to you. But this is also my Flip Mode Squad card. So like I said, there was something that ended, and because of that, something you ended voluntarily, and because of that, Flip Mode Squad. You could have quit your job. You could have stopped smoking, drinking, cussing, hanging out, whatever the fuck it is. I feel like you got to upgrade for that shit, G. Real shit. This is also my Beauty Queen card. With Nipsey, bitch, you look good in the next 7 days. This is also my Divine Masculine card here for those that are not talking to him because it's the world card and shit. I feel like this person, this Divine Masculine could possibly be ascending at this point. Really, with the Nipsey card, Flip Mode Squad and shit. But I feel like this person's following your lead, Divine Feminine, with the Shaman card. This person is connected to their higher self as well. But this will be for Divine Feminines who aren't with this Divine Masculine simply because the world card is with the Divine Masculine. Everybody knows that's an ending. So that's why I say that. Let me look at this card. Somebody, Divine Feminine, I don't know if it's you or your kids. Somebody likes to watch The Simpsons. They just like Bart Simpson specifically, is what I'm hearing. Shout out to Texas. I don't know. They're saying Longhorn. I don't know what that means, but Longhorn. And then they said Texas. Shout out to Texas. California. Hey! Yep, California here. I don't know what these states have to do with anything going on, but maybe I mention it. Maybe you're going to resonate with this if you in this state. Somebody has a tattoo of the all-seeing eye here on them somewhere. Somebody's going fishing in the next 7 days. I see blonde dreads here. Everybody's still bumping their music and shit. Like loud. Everybody's the Convent be playing some motherfucking music, don't we? That's what this is. There's a lot of music playing going on. Shit with a lot of, cause I'm all about that bass, about that bass, about that bass. No trouble. Yeah, no trouble, just all bass. Yep, you could hear me before you see me. I got King Kong in the trunk. King Kong, King Kong. Sound like King Kong in y'all's house. Wow. The Nun ain't that bad. Some of y'all just need to turn that down. Not King Kong. Okay. Some of y'all overdoing it, man. Just disrupting the neighbors. I see people grilling and barbecuing. Mostly grilling, though. Not barbecue, but grilling is what I'm seeing. Something about some snails. I don't know if you motherfuckers eating them or if you just got a lot of them in your yard. But the birds come and eat the snails. So I guess it's just everything like an ecosystem or something. I don't know. Somebody's very snail bird friendly or some shit like that. Like, just let the bird get it, I guess. Or somebody has a bunch of birds and you feed them snails or some shit. I don't know. What the fuck y'all been doing? I guess picking up hobbies is an understatement for y'all. This card got a lot of shit going on here. Somebody be careful using them cheap ass trash bags. The bottom gonna fall out. I don't know why. It's either a paper bag and that shit wet, or it's a cheap ass trash bag and the whole bottom gonna fall the fuck out. That's for somebody. Double bag it if you know you got them cheap ass bags. That's for somebody. We've all done it. Shit, just double bag it. It was only 99 cents for 7 of them. You can afford to use another one, G. Unless you like to mop with your 99 cent Swiffers. Shit, you better double bag that shit. That's for somebody. I don't know. It look like it's going to be a mess, too. Ugh, chicken bones and everything. Ooh, yeah. I don't know. Okay, moving on. I ain't going to be here all night with y'all talking about random ass shit. That's basically starting to get hella fucking random. Divine Feminine. You know, when I do these readings, I don't call out signs. The shit either resonate or it don't resonate. KK. Generally speaking here, Divine Feminine, just what I'm seeing. Plain and simple. Some of y'all are going to be called on the spot, G. This is my Tracy Chapman card. Yes, this is my give me one reason to stay here and I'll turn right back around. This is that card for me, yes. But I feel like this is actually what this is. I feel like some of y'all are going to be put on the spot or have an audition or something. This is with the Red Garden. This is gratitude and praise and shit. So whatever the fuck you do, bitch, you doing it and doing it and doing it well. It look like you come up in that motherfucker stunting too. I don't know if some of y'all going on a modeling. It looks like auditions or something. Or some of you guys are singing in like a... Shit ain't open, bitch. Where the fuck you doing this shit? I don't know. That's what it say in the next 7 days. Maybe y'all at underground bars and parties and shit. But, or some of y'all just get a call back to come and audition. I don't know. Maybe out the blue or some shit. High Priestess here. But I definitely see some Divine Feminine showcasing some type of talent. Now, you don't have to be on stage for show. But I remember I told you was getting the upgrade Divine Feminine with this Red Garden. So if it's not something like musically inclined or something like where you're like writing, blogging, something like that, it's some type of a spiritual gift for show that you're going to be able to help people with. The community came out. But a lot of y'all, yes, will be put on the spot for those that, I don't know, it feels like a time of people being discovered is what I just heard. It's a time for people to be discovered right now. So I don't know. Y'all could be doing shit online. That's the community card as well. And people are watching. They just ain't saying shit. Bob Dylan card is my throat chakra card. So it's either you have a talent, Divine Feminine, and some of y'all are slacking on that shit or whatever the fuck you supposed to be doing, opening up boutiques, online stores, your YouTube channels, all this shit. That's what this is. It's time for you to do it. Bob Dylan don't do shit. Nostalgia is for two-time losers. So don't think about it, be about it, Divine Feminine. Don't mistake that mansion on the hill for paradise. Don't think that shit gonna come to you. You gotta go get that shit. Real shit. Darkness may be falling, but we're not there yet. You ain't dead. Your legs work, your brain work, your arms work, and all that shit. So for some of y'all need to get out there and start mingling, talking to people. For those that want to change, it makes me feel like Divine Feminine, there's some people out there, Divine Feminines out there that want to change in their life. They want to meet new people. I see y'all want to go where everybody knows your name. I'm feeling like karaoke at a bar or some shit. That's for somebody. Somebody let it do. Or you like to go, but you ain't did shit yet, Bob Dylan. But I feel like you will. Somebody gonna be like, fuck it, it's quarantine. What the fuck I gotta lose and shit. And somebody gonna get up there and knock their socks off, is what they said. Okay, spirit guides. Knock their socks off. Okay. No. It's a saying. It's just, I don't say knock their socks off. I would have been like, that's dope as fuck. But knock their socks off will work. Moving on. Divine Feminine. Now also, this is my, like I said, my Tracy Chapman card. I do see somebody that's looking at you. That you done grow the fuck up, bitch. You look real good now. Whoever this person is that wants to come and apologize, because that's my pleading card. This person wants to come and apologize. It may be a public apology, some public type of recognition I'm hearing, or it's something that somebody's either, they may send you a message online, tell you they look good and they miss you and shit. Some of them are not. I feel like this is just saying it's a split group here, Divine Feminine, of people looking at you. Some of them gonna reach out, some of them are not. Some of them scared too. Some of them want to reach out to you because of your talent, what you do. Some people want to apologize to you. Maybe you want to do this, apologize to some people. I don't know, but I just know that there's a lot of eyes on a lot of people here is what I'm feeling in the next 7 days. Now, you know, my toaster card is lingering around. I got 2 toasters, 2 microwaves, 2 curing machines, 2 every motherfucking things. But I don't get rid of the second one because what if the first one breaks, right? Break. ATL. Shout out to Atlanta. I don't know why I do that all the time, but I do. Shout out to ATL. The toaster here, right? That's something lingering around, Divine Feminine. That could be a person, that could be emotions, something lingering around. Now, for a lot of y'all, I feel like, not a lot of y'all, I'm gonna say there's a group of you guys who are still lingering around this whole Divine Masculine thing. This group specifically here, this Divine Masculine is either married or living with somebody, got a baby mama or something. There's a karmic. Some of y'all still have hope in this shit is what this is saying, lingering around. I don't know if that's good or bad for you, but that's what the fuck this is. A lot of y'all, this is somebody seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. So maybe this person does reach out to you, Divine Feminine. But the Death card is here with the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles. So some of these Divine Masculines, they did leave some baby mamas, or they will be. I don't know if they left now, but some of them are ending some relationship with some baby mama, wife, or some shit like that. Because the marriage card came out. Some of y'all could be married to someone and be leaving they ass, or they could be leaving you, Divine Feminine. If you are married in a situation, it's like you see some glimmer of hope, something that you want makes a lot of y'all move forward. So like, say you stuck in a situation like you could just be stuck on your Divine Masculine. Like, man, I want this motherfucker, and run into a fine ass motherfucker, or get a job offer, or get an offer to do something else, and it totally do the flip mode squad. Like, you just forget about that motherfucker instantly. I swear, whatever this is, Divine Feminine, that you cut off instantly, there's like an automatic blessing that comes with it, G. I swear. Some of y'all just ending the whole shit with the motherfucker. The thought of it really is what I'm feeling like with this for Divine Feminine to maybe you weren't necessarily waiting on this person, but there was still some connection. I feel like a lot of y'all cut the cord, basically. Death card with the Empress here and the 10 of Pentacles. The dream is gone. Shit, I don't dream about that motherfucker no more. Look, the Empress got her own shit. Like, who turned into an owl on that motherfucker? Who? So some of y'all, there's some emotions and shit, some feelings and shit for somebody that will no longer be lingering around in the next 7 days. I feel like that white rose of hope is like a release, to be honest with you. Some of you Divine Feminines, that white rose of hope is this motherfucker coming back. That motherfucker ended a relationship with that bitch. He did. Yeah, that is a group of y'all. This motherfucker did. I don't know why. It doesn't tell me that. Let's see, anything else out here match? Nope, it's a lot of major arcana. No. It just says some of them do. But I told you some divine masculines were awakening over there. For the ones that aren't, that have ended something with the divine masculine, those divine masculines are awakening. And these are probably the ones that are gonna come to divine feminine. No lie. Because I honestly, no disrespect, divine feminine, but if this is you lingering around waiting on someone, then that means you haven't begun your spiritual journey as a solo light being, which means more than likely your divine masculine hasn't either. You know what I mean? So more than likely this will probably be y'all like, I'm tired of waiting on this motherfucker. I'm done. I know a lot of y'all have said that before, but I feel like in the next 7 days, something's going to make y'all realize it's done. Some of y'all, he's going to end the relationship, or you're going to find out that he's kind of ended the relationship with you, and not because he told you, but just because you saw some shit online. Some of y'all are going to reach out online and ask him what the fuck, you know. I don't know if that motherfucker going to answer or not. Bob Dylan don't say shit. So some of y'all going to confront somebody that you find out is didn't tell you they weren't going to like come back or some shit because they got with this bitch over here. That's for some of y'all. Majority of y'all, I feel like y'all just put an end to something. Maybe it's just the whole like, you know how motherfuckers be sitting around like, am I ever going to get married? Am I ever going to find someone? A lot of y'all putting an end to that thought right here with this Ludwig van Beethoven. A wrong note is insignificant. That shit don't matter. Like the Bible say, you could pray to be taller tomorrow or shorter tomorrow. And when you wake up, did that shit happen? More than likely, nah. So you just wasted a whole day on wishing on some shit that, you know what I'm saying? You really have no power over divine feminine. That's what this is. A lot of y'all are realizing like, shit, if I keep wondering about this shit, I'm gonna miss my whole life wondering where motherfucker is. A lot of y'all, the hope of being in a relationship, that whole shit, I feel like you in that. And because of that, it looked like a lot of y'all get one, but it's because you in that whole thing, like waiting for it or looking for it, or that's all you're looking for is a relationship. Playing without passion is inexcusable. Yeah, that ain't fucking living and shit. Waiting on a motherfucker or waiting to fall in love or waiting to be in a relationship. That's playing without passion. It's inexcusable. You know what I mean? Like, so like I always tell y'all, if we die and shit and go and say we gonna meet the Most High and he ask you what you did with your life, what you gonna say? I sat around waiting on Bobby and shit. He gonna be like, what? This a face he gonna have? Shit, like what the fuck you mean you sat around waiting on Bobby? Destiny is knocking at your door. Conduct a symphony in silence. Yeah, some of y'all just either something comes to you, divine feminine, that just like I'm telling you that, you know how like, well, they do say this, but I personally don't believe this, but this is the saying they're telling me. They said the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else, is what they say. I don't personally believe in that shit because I'm like, damn, you just gonna throw that pussy to anybody or that dick to anybody, huh? Like, nah, I don't personally believe in that, but I know what they mean. It's kind of that situation. Like something comes along, divine feminine, that snaps a lot of you guys out of something. So like I said, it could be a new job. You meet somebody new, you move, something like that. Or you get some upgrade, something excites you and it's not a relationship. And I feel like it turns your attention to something else. Now, right when you do that, you know that's when the fuck Tracy Chapman come. Give me one reason to stay here. That's when somebody comes back around. That's always when they do divine feminine. When you get the keys, DJ Khaled, 10 of Pentacles, and the Empress, and you don't no longer want to fuck with them, Death card. That's when whoever the fuck this is going to want to come back. That's for some of y'all. So for some of y'all that have hope that this is going to happen, this relationship, you would literally have to take the steps to become the person that you want your divine masculine to become. Or you would have to take the steps to become the person that you want any motherfucker to become. So if it ain't your divine masculine, you like, nope, I want somebody, this, that, and the other. Are you that motherfucker divine feminine, the motherfucker that you want? Are you that same motherfucker? Because a lot of people, what I be noticing is that y'all want this perfect motherfucker, but it's like, are you perfect though? And I damn sure ain't. That's why I don't want no perfect motherfucker. But just be careful with that shit, divine feminine. Be sure that you are at least matching the qualifications that you require of someone else, G, for sure. That's basically what the fuck this say here. Basically. Okay. Some of y'all moving out y'all mama house because y'all just can't take it. That would be specifically if she married like somebody, like you got a stepdaddy or some shit, or she got a boyfriend up in that motherfucker, you out. You like, no, this is my sign. I need to get the fuck out. That's somebody. I don't know. She moved somebody in. Or maybe this you, divine feminine, you move somebody in and you have this an older person though, like an older child. So this motherfucker really don't need to be living with their parents, no way, but I don't know what's going on, but somebody boyfriend get on somebody fucking nerves because he always the fuck around. And that makes somebody want to leave. Some of y'all got some, I don't know who the fuck. Be careful, divine feminine, of accounts and people reaching out to you and shit. Especially for those that actually like do something like model or do something like that for people to look at. I feel like be careful. You might get a little creep squads reaching out to you. Especially for y'all that dress kind of like, you know what I'm saying, barely nothing on and shit. Be careful. I don't know. It feels real creepy and shit. Look at Bob Dylan and shit. Just be careful. My fingers feel sticky. I don't know what the fuck that means, but ew, they feel gummy. Jack off King. Y'all, look, if y'all knew who was looking at some of y'all shit, some savory characters I heard. I don't know why you need to know that, divine feminine, but there's some creeps out there looking at your shit. Remember, we all quarantined, so there's a lot of exposure. I keep hearing all eyes on me, divine feminine. Live my life as a thug till the day I die. Yeah, it's be careful. It's some people out there, divine feminine, that you do not want looking at your shit or looking at you the way that they are looking at you right now. And it's not like well, shit, I don't know, depending on what some of y'all do. But for some of y'all that are like out there, dancers, strippers, you know what I'm saying, that do that kind of shit out there, just know you look good and shit, be careful, man. These motherfuckers is, it feels creepy out here. I'm just saying, it does. This ain't divine masculine, this just a creep squad. Bob Dylan, just people that don't say shit. And just watch. A lot of y'all, yeah, this came on top of the Tracy Chapman card. I see people that play the guitar here, the drums. I see like athletic, like boxing or kickboxing or some shit like that, divine feminine. I see some of y'all outside just sunbathing, sitting by the pool. Some of y'all taking long drives in the next 7 days. It seemed like y'all getting the fuck out the house, G, is what it looked like, honestly. But I feel like there's an opportunity, divine feminine, that comes to you in the next 7 days that gets a lot of y'all out of like some like funk, G. I don't know what it is that comes or what the funk is, but something, if you've been feeling kind of down, there's some type of pick-me-up that comes. But I feel like you're going to be put on the spot. So whatever this is, divine feminine, you're going to have to claim it. It's not just going to come fall in your lap. The opportunity may come to you, but you would have to actually take advantage of the opportunity is what I'm being told. Some of y'all shy as fuck here is what this is telling me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just quiet as fuck. Quiet as a church mouse pissing on cotton. Yeah, super quiet. Y'all gonna have to speak up for those that want like some big break or want like a job or some type of opportunity or something. You will have to present yourself is what I'm getting in the next 7 days. Whatever this is, y'all cut out divine feminine in this cycle. Like I said, it could have been emotions, a person, place, thing. This is the 3 of Swords here with the scissors. She cutting some shit out. Here go whoever this is with that fire ass weed again. Y'all come out every 7 days. Motherfucker smoking on that chokey choke for sure. Smoking on that shit. Yeah. I like this card. This is the card that means like a cycle's ending so a new one can open or a new one can start. So whenever roses fully bloom, they die and then another one blooms. That's what this is. A lot of y'all getting into new relationships, divine feminine. Real shit. Some of y'all are starting a cycle with someone. Like I said, someone is coming back to apologize, divine feminine. They're going to reach out via text or online or some shit first. That's for some of y'all. This is a redo, right? The cycle's over and it's restarting. This divine masculine has possibly awakened or no. I don't fucking know. You'll know when he fucking get there, depending on where you at in your life. You'll know. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of y'all though, I feel like a majority of y'all, number one, y'all are getting a lot of y'all are getting a new house, moving, signing documents, apartment, something. You know what I'm saying? Leaving something and starting something new is what I'm getting here, divine feminine. A lot of y'all is relationships for sure. Brand fucking new. That's the 4 of Wands with the courthouse. It could be another divine masculine who is just in turn your soulmate. Because I feel like if you are an ascended being, I don't really feel like you would want to be with anyone else that's not an ascended being, a magician, like I said, a priest, a elder, whatever you want to call it, a shaman, whatever this is, it feels like someone new, divine feminine, or something being renewed, and both of these people are different people, you and this person, divine masculine, whoever the fuck. That came out with John Coltrane. Take your solo, but give others their moment too. Yeah, so this could totally be divine masculine who, for those that gave him a chance and like kind of separated and let that motherfucker do his thing and learn on his own and shit. If you follow your own truth, there are no false notes. So, you know, you didn't manipulate this situation, divine feminine. That's why I said this will be for divine feminines who really let this motherfucker go. You still had some hope and shit kind of lingering around that he would come, but you went and did your own thing. For some of y'all, this motherfucker do come back, but it's because you followed your own truth and there were no false notes. You didn't try to reach out. You wasn't trying to make him see you were a better bitch than the other bitches. None of that shit. You just did your own thing. Find beauty in the unexpected. And that's why that motherfucker come back, because you ain't like the other bitches, basically. That's in regards to a job as well. Some of y'all, whatever this opportunity is that y'all get, you stand out. You know what I'm saying? From others. Like there's something different about you, but I said you get the upgrade, divine feminine, because you, so look, it's almost like let's say you a singer, right? And you like, okay, I want to sing and shit, but I'm living here in this house where it's just a bunch of commotion, chaos and shit. I need to move the fuck out. You move out, right? Just because it's just commotion and chaos and you want your own shit. And then you notice that you start singing better. Like, damn, okay, so the energy was fucking me up too. Like, yes, basically. A lot of y'all are getting an upgrade like that. Like you're just shifting your focus, shifting your energy, or just kind of checking out of situations that don't really concern you. And I feel like because you do that, like I say, you can't, or the Bible says, you can't put new wine in the old wine skins. That's what this damn flower is. It's an old wine skin. This is new wine here. Y'all ready to put new wine in the new wine skins. That's why some of y'all about to get a new relationship. I'm feeling like a lot of y'all are ready to move the fuck on. Like meet somebody totally new, move to new places, meet new people, everything. All new everything. All new everything, divine feminine. That's what's up, G. I see some divine feminines out here because we talking about you, bitch. Some of y'all gonna put somebody on blast online talking about how you fucking them and shit and you the side person and shit when that shit was supposed to be a secret. Bob Dylan with the high priestess. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it damn sure put an end to some shit. Either put an end to the cycle with you and this motherfucker, or put an end to the cycle with him and whoever the fuck he with. But for whoever that's for, who does that, I don't feel like that work out in your favor as far as you getting a man. You may get him, but you gonna lose him again because you lose him how you get him, G. That's why I said, for whoever let this motherfucker do his thing, right? Take your solo, but give others their moment too. If you follow your own truth, no false notes, like the beauty is there. That group will probably get him. But whoever putting their divine masculine on blast because you fucking them and she fucking them and all these people fucking his shit, that's going to backfire on your ass, G. He going to end it with you and that bitch going to end it with him. He going to be mad at you because you put him on blast and then that bitch going to kick him out and you think he going to call you. He ain't. And if he do, that's an unascended motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like he coming to wreck your shit too. And you know we came through to wreck the discotheque. Woo-ha. I got you all in check. Damn. And that person does, when all this shit, like say that person does get kicked out from whoever the fuck and they come to you for the person who blasts this person out, that person leaves and goes back to this baby mama, just so you know, or this wife or some shit. So you do get them for the rest of quarantine, it look like. I mean, if that's how you wanted that motherfucker, just for like a coronavirus vacation and shit, corona vacay, shit. I feel like you get them temporarily for whoever does that fuck shit. Because I really feel like it's fuck shit. It's almost like, I never understood why people do that shit. Now, putting somebody on blast as far as like, yeah, you a dog, woo, 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 right? She don't want no pets, but I'm a dog. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She don't want no pets, but I'm a dog. Yeah, yeah, right? For those that didn't know motherfucker was married and all that other shit, I could see you kind of spazzing out. I don't recommend it, but I could feel you more so saying something like you found out the motherfucker married. This ain't somebody that found out. This somebody that get tired of waiting around on somebody and find out that they still fucking with the person that they supposed to be fucking with. And then somebody put their ass on blast and shit. That's what the fuck this is. That's some fuck shit. Because you was participating in that shit willingly. So because this motherfucker don't jump, divine feminine, some of y'all get pissed off and put that motherfucker on blast. That's some fuck shit. Now, like I said, it do end the cycle, but it ends the cycle between you and that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Basically. Because you didn't follow your own truth. You put a false note out there, meaning like you didn't say, well, shit, I'm guilty. I'm sorry to the bitch's husband. I mean, to the bitch who married to him. That's my bad bitch. I wasn't even being a real, but none of that shit. It's just putting the motherfucker on blast and not admitting your faults. I'm telling you, that's going to backfire on whoever the fuck do that bullshit. I'm telling you. It will. It will. Damn. I see somebody taking pictures, but they're like modeling pictures or something like that. The photographer creepy. Somebody creepy in regards to pictures, looking, jacking off, divine feminine. I don't know. It's three menses out here though. John Coltrane, Bob Dylan, and Beethoven. Gee, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't like the way they looking at you, divine feminine. Yeah, I do see somebody cutting out some marriage here, cutting out some relationship though, divine feminine. I do see that, whether it's you or somebody else. I feel like the whatever whatever relationship is being cut out, this person has children with this person. That's the relationship that's splitting up. They are either like common law, married, have children or something like that. That relationship is being cut out. I don't know if it's on your end or the person or someone else in regards to you. But that person has been just lingering around in that relationship for monetary or obligatory reasons here. Children, money, assets, home, all that shit. That's for some of y'all. Some of y'all, this is you lingering around waiting on this motherfucker to leave this bitch. That's just clearly what the fuck that says. Living life without passion, basically. So be careful of that shit. It's a couple split groups here. Maybe this quarantine got y'all maybe wanting that motherfucker more or some shit like that. I don't know. Some of this quarantine got some of y'all reaching out to a motherfucker that y'all said y'all had gotten over too. That's for some of y'all out here for sure. And for some of y'all, that shit worked. That motherfucker come back, they reach out or they respond to you and everything, but still, if you follow your own truth, there are no false notes. So it's still kind of like you threw the ball first and shit. So now if that motherfucker decide not to throw it back, or if he catch it and, you know what I'm saying, hold on to it for a while, meaning he played a game with you for a while, that don't mean he got to throw it back. Be careful for divine feminines doing this shit here, like kind of manipulating or trying to put themselves out there to be noticed by some man and shit. That shit gonna backfire, bitch. I see it. The world card is out here with Nipsey, so it fuck up your ascension shit and that motherfucker dip out, cuz real shit. That's for somebody. Others, like I said, some opportunity comes, divine feminine, that change your whole life. And it like makes you forget about something. So it could be something, like I said, you get a brand new job and you like, bitch, I ain't never got to worry about bills, food, rent again. Like just a worry is off your plate is what they're making me feel like, divine feminine. Damn, that's dope. In the next 7 days. That's dope. Shit. It's a few different scenarios here though. I see there's like way more. But everybody quarantined. What they're making me feel like is that there are a lot of divine feminines out there that thought they were over some shit that really ain't over some shit. You know what I mean? Which should let you know that the world has been like a vice or kind of a coping mechanism. And because it's not really available to us right now, we're forced to deal with some things. There's some divine feminines realizing that they ain't really dealt with some shit. They just kind of were coasting along and thought that they had. So I feel that strongly here. Some of y'all are really going to be able to shake this energy and some of y'all will not. Some of y'all going to fall. Real shit. In the next 7 days. What's divine feminine need to be aware of? In the next 7 days. Enduring the cold, Christ suffering. Yeah. So for that group that I said, like you can manipulate the situation and you'll get that motherfucker back, be aware, like I said, that cycle restarts as far as you having to get over that motherfucker all over again, wonder why he ain't, all that shit. That shit start all the way the fuck over because it was started with a false note. You wasn't being true to yourself. Be aware of that shit. But that's just Christ suffering, divine feminine. So, I mean, be aware of that shit. What's new, pussycat? Be aware that thinking that, that's what I wanted to tell y'all too. But yeah, this is being on track. Be aware of thinking that, because you a divine feminine, bad shit ain't supposed to happen to you. I keep trying to remind y'all, if y'all believe in whatever you want to call Jesus, whatever, however you read the Bible, whatever the fuck, because we all got different versions of the shit. And I believe certain things about the man, some things I do not, right? But that's why I tell you motherfuckers to read it. Side note. But be aware thinking that being a divine counterpart means that you don't have no suffering. That's exactly what the fuck it means. If they crucified that man, spit on him and kicked him and lied on him and betrayed him, why would you be any different, divine feminine? Be aware of thinking you a divine counterpart and ain't supposed to have no fucking suffering or nothing. That ain't even, you ain't no motherfucking soldier and shit. That's like a king talking about war, like Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying, motherfucker? You ain't served and fought or for shit, motherfucker. So shut your ass the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing patriotic about your motherfucking ass. That's this type shit. That's why I got mad at that motherfucker when he started talking shit about John McCain. And not to get into no Republican, Democrat shit, but I love John McCain just because, you know what I'm saying, just for whatever he stood for. You know what I'm saying? Like the motherfucker at least went out there and did some shit. And then you gonna ridicule a motherfucker? Like at least he did it. That's what happens when you are a soldier. Sometimes you get caught, motherfucker. You get shot down, all kind of shit. Same shit. Be aware thinking soldiers don't have to fight no war, divine feminine. Yes, if you want to be a divine feminine, that's part of the shit that gets you on track. So be aware thinking you ain't supposed to go through shit and your divine masculine and other people ain't supposed to betray you, talk shit about you and all that shit. That's fucking asinine thinking, G. It really is. If you believe you a divine counterpart. Now, if you don't, then yeah, then believe that shit. Why is this happening to me, Lord? Why do they keep ridiculing me? Why do they copy? Yeah, maybe you ain't a divine counterpart. Because a real one knows, like this, it comes with the terror fucking Tory. It does. Spinny top. Crazy shit come with this shit, divine feminine. Be aware of that. Be aware also, divine feminine, of y'all just getting bored and getting involved in some shit that, just to be involved in some fuck shit. Be aware of what you watching or being like entertained by is what they're making me feel like. Turn the TV off, shit. Don't be watching just fuck shit or reading fuck shit or being entertained by fuck shit and fuck people. Because that shit will so get you off track, G. Be aware of that shit. But the path to righteousness is straight and narrow, divine feminine. That's why the train is headed this way with the horse. The spinny top is behind it. Be aware of thinking that it's the other way around and shit. And that, I'll put it to you this way. Be aware of thinking that if you feel like you want to know if you're on the right track or wrong track, divine feminine, I'll let you know. They're basically making me feel like you'll know you're on the right track if good things are happening to you and crazy shit is kind of just on the wayside. Like there's nothing really blocking you because you're so focused and so steadfast on what you're doing and shit. Nothing is distracting you, basically. Now, if you got a bunch of crazy shit going on and motherfuckers hitting you up and, you know what I'm saying, playing on your phone and following and doing all this fuck shit, that lets you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's probably some things you need to clean the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, like I said, everybody has those issues where you are ridiculed, but this feel like people bringing shit on themselves because they don't know how to remove themselves from just certain ideas, mentalities, mindsets, people, places, and things and shit. Be aware, divine feminine. Be aware thinking that it's God and it's you, bitch. And it's you. Some of this shit, this ain't God doing this shit. This the Seven of Cups confusion shit and people and all that other shit. So, use your intuition and your judgment when you want to ask God why certain shit is happening to you. Because some of it is him and some of it is not, is what I'm being told here. And depending on the fruit on your tree, you will know which one is which, they said. Well, all right. One on the damn horse. Why is this here for what divine feminine needs to be aware of in the next 7 days? Cruelty, 9 of Swords. Yeah, that's why I said Christ suffering. This anxiety in the regular traditional tarot deck, like up at night, anxiety, worried about shit and all this shit. But in this deck is cruelty. That's what I said. Be aware of thinking you a divine counterpart and shit and expected not to be treated like shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? What ascended master do you know wasn't treated like shit? I'll wait. Leave me a comment. Leave me one. What ascended master, somebody who was full of knowledge, trying to save the world, shine their light on somebody, and on the world, period, heal it, fix it, do something, some type of activity for the world. Let me know which one wasn't treated cruel, ridiculed, jailed, killed. Let me know. Shit. They could even still be alive, but I bet you they shit was hard as fuck. So be aware thinking you ain't supposed to suffer the same shit. Who the fuck are you? Nah. One with the 9 of Swords. 10 of Swords, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That shit come with the territory. I said they crucified them. Shit, 10 of Swords. How you think this end, divine feminine? How you think this end, G? For those that are really here to make a move and do some shit, in this world and make a change and shit, those people will probably work themselves to death, those divine feminines, to try to push forward whatever it is they believe in, whatever craft it is. They'll probably do it to the day they fucking die and shit. A lot of people gonna call them stupid. Why you still do all that shit? That's Christ suffering though. You know what I'm saying? So be aware that you thinking shit's supposed to come easy to you, divine feminine. You supposed to feel like this, unfortunately, but that's what builds your faith up and keeps you moving and shit. Yeah, expect to be crucified. Be aware and not thinking you're going to be crucified in this life. You will. I'm not saying you're going to be killed, murdered, or none of that shit, but be aware thinking you just going to walk through this motherfucking life with nothing happening to you, cuz for real. That you ain't got to even be divine for that shit, but be aware thinking just because you are divine, that bad shit ain't supposed to happen to you. It's probably worse, because then you get spiritually attacked as well. So make up your mind if you want to stay at this school or not. Shit. One on the train here. Johnny Knoxville, that's the Knight of Wands here on top of this train. Yeah, be aware of stopping and starting, divine feminine. This Knight of Wands is inconsistent, or he just flighty to the motherfucker, old flaky, old Pillsbury dough ass motherfucker. Be aware of stopping and starting, divine feminine. Stopping this journey, starting this journey. So this could be as simple as your divine masculine come back. You know this motherfucker ain't did shit with his life. He just leaning up, look good, smell good, leaning up against his car. And you stop doing what you doing to fuck with this motherfucker. Because enduring the cold is too hard and you miss this motherfucker. That's for any type of behavior, activity, person, place, or thing. Be aware of that shit, divine feminine. In the next 7 days. That's why I said you ended a cycle when some blessing was coming. So surely something will come here to come stop you. That's how this shit worked. I'm telling you. Again, be aware the devil coming to show you fucking Jerusalem. Talking about you can have this shit when you already got the keys, bitch. You already got the keys to Jerusalem. Look what she holding, the motherfucking keys. So how the fuck he gonna offer you something that you already own or have? That would only apply to people who don't know they really had a shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know that this shit come with Christ suffering and shit. Just because you get the keys, divine feminine, don't mean that you don't suffer. You know what I'm saying? Like we read the shit, we hear the stories, we see the shit all the time. So it's almost like be aware thinking you exempt from the struggle, G, in the next 7 days. One on the 7 of Cups. That's why I be saying, fuck them, shit. What you gonna do? People gonna hate you for doing what you think is right. They gonna hate you for saying what you think. It's like, you ain't gonna please nobody, divine feminine. That shit come with the fucking territory, whether you out there shining your light or not. Your family ain't gonna be happy. Some man ain't gonna be happy. Some bitch, your landlord, your job. I mean, fuck. It's just, shit. The fruits of Babylon are rotten. I love that fucking saying because it's real shit. That's where the fuck we are. One on the 7 of Cups, which is the spinny top here. What divine feminine needs to be aware of for the next 7 days. Mastery, 2 of Wands. Yeah, like I said, going back to some old confusing shit that you know you ain't supposed to be involved in, divine feminine. Some old fuck shit, really. This could be just engaging with stupid ass motherfuckers. This could be anything, just confusion, chaos and shit is what it feels like, just for the sake of just, it's the path to righteousness is straight and narrow, so ain't shit popping on that path and shit. So this path look more exciting. It could be going out with some bitches you just don't need to be kicking it with a crowd of people, something like that. It's going back, divine feminine, because of being bored. Or because you just need a break from being the motherfucking messiah and shit, for lack of a better term. That motherfucker didn't get no break. Shit, the fuck? I told y'all, y'all be aware thinking Jesus was like read from the 5 heartbeats. My office hours are from 9 to 5. Nah, G. That shit for the rest of your life, divine feminine. If you this divine feminine that you claim you gonna be. And some days it's gonna be lonely and shit. People gonna treat you cruel, get you fired, dump you, all that shit. Then something gonna come sit on your path and act like it's good after you and you gonna think maybe it is because all this bad shit happened. But be aware the devil done set another fucking snare and shit. Be aware, divine feminine, in the next 7 days. You're going to be tempted to be involved in some shit that you know damn well you ain't supposed to be in. That you done already mastered already, G. Be aware. Be aware of people trying to purposely confuse you of which way you need to go, divine feminine. In the next 7 days. Be aware of people trying to convince you of what makes you happy or what you need to make you feel better. Be aware of people trying to tell you what that is. Bitch, how the fuck you gonna tell me what the fuck make me feel better, bitch? Are you me, bitch? Shit. Well, tell me then who the fuck I am if you're me, bitch. Be aware motherfuckers trying to make you feel like you don't know who the fuck you are, divine feminine. In the next 7 days. I'm telling you, they trying to make you feel like they could give you Jerusalem and they can't, man. You already got the keys to Jerusalem. But that shit come with Christ suffering, though. So it's almost like you could take the devil's keys to Jerusalem, but I have a feeling that price is way worse than Christ suffering. You know what I mean? And they crucify him, but it's like a constant, you know what I mean? At least Christ had some good days, got to drink with his homies and shit, meet good people. I feel like had he taken the keys from the devil, even though that was way after and shit, I feel like it wouldn't have been that great. Even his time on earth and shit, he wouldn't have, you know what I mean? So be aware what you are, who you taking the keys from, G? Shit, DJ fucking Khaled? Congratulations, you played yourself. Yeah, basically. Be aware of that. Damn. Okay, let's put some bad people out, chill. One on the enduring the cold, 9 of swords, 10 of swords. Why is this out here for what divine feminine needs to be aware of? Who would get a bucket of horse jizz dumped on them for the least amount of money? Basically here is what I think. That's kind of odd that the horse is out here too. Like, that's probably literal for someone. Is it that bad? Shit, is it that bad? Somebody out there doing some old nasty shit with animals. Wow. What Jay-Z say? No, who was that? Said, why you treat me like animals? Who was that? I don't know why I keep hearing that. I don't know. Or somebody treat their kid like animals. Be aware doing that shit. Or I'm feeling like somebody lets their kid babysit the other kids and the older kid treat the kids like animals and shit. Like he made them all, like just put like a big ass bowl of cereal with 4 spoons and all the kids eat out the same bowl with the fucking Rona going around type shit. That's somebody old lazy ass older kid. That be aware. Yeah. So whoever would get the bucket of horse jizz dumped on them for the least amount of money, that's why I said this came with Christ suffering. Be aware, divine feminine, of thinking that you going to always get what you're worth, or people are going to always see the light in you or always treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. This ain't, I know that's the saying, treat people the way you want to be treated. That don't end it, but the rest of it don't say, and they will treat you that way back. No, it just say treat people the way you want to be treated. And then it says they may spin on you, tell you to fuck off and all that shit. That's basically what this shit is. Be aware thinking that it can't happen to you, divine feminine, as far as you doing the best that you can, and it still ain't good enough for some people. That's this life, G. That's just this fucking life. One on the Knight of Wands in the path and the train here, being on track. Why is this here for divine feminine? What she needs to be aware of? Be aware, divine feminine, of lowering yourself for something that you would, or doing something that you would normally do for some money or something that you need during this whole quarantine. They're telling me to tell you before you get ready to do whatever this is that you really don't want to do, ask God to show you another way, and he will. He gonna come right on the train like, you right? That's what they just said, G. You just gonna have to be able to decipher who's giving you the keys to Jerusalem. 2 of Wands with the 7 of Cups. Is that God or is it that other motherfucker and shit? Because I feel like they're making me feel like divine feminine. Be aware there's 2 roads here. That's probably why I saw this motherfucker. Got my gunpowder and my musket. Wow! Right? This my buying my musket card. Like what the man looking like, what the fuck I need a musket for? But the devil convincing them that he do. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no motherfucking musket and shit. Be aware, divine feminine. There's something here that's going to tempt you to, or make you think like you need it, or it's going to benefit you, and you may need it and it may benefit you, but just make sure it's coming from the Most High, G. Make sure. Like I said, the path to righteousness is straight and narrow and shit. So if it took a lot of craziness to get this shit and you got to do all this, well, first we got to go to Tracy's house, pick up her cousin. Then after we pick up her cousin, then we got to go take the car, drop that. Like, nah, bitch. Nah. That's too much shit, bitch. I already know. God ain't the author of confusion. This must not be from him, motherfucker. It can't be. We quarantined and he said for us to drive all over LA. Oh, okay, bitch. I think the fuck not. Nah. Use your judgment. Be aware not using it, divine feminine, in the next 7 days. One on the Knight of Wands, old jackass with the damn train. Two came out. So this one, in this group, who's the last person I want to have sex with? And if we keep getting this, and I shuffle the fuck out of these because I'm like, I'm tired of getting these motherfuckers, but they keep coming out. That's how I know it's a collective message. If we were all prostitutes, who would have the most STDs? Be aware, divine feminine, of fucking somebody you only want to fuck, G. This motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He cute or whatever, and it looked like, meh. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I had enough Jameson or some Jose, I probably fuck that motherfucker. But it's in this group, he's the last person I want to have sex with and shit. Like, be aware there's some consequence with that. Not saying he got STDs, but something, maybe he just stick to you like a motherfucker. Like, this a motherfucker you can't get rid of. They keep calling. She keep calling. They keep calling. Or motherfucker could have STDs. Could have some old spiritual shit. Because you know when you be fucking motherfuckers, that energy hop on you and shit. That's why I stopped fucking. Fuck that. Fuck that. The shit is true. That's why a lot of people sitting around emotional and shit. And half the time, them ain't even your motherfucking emotions. Because you fuck this motherfucker who emotional and all fucked up. Now you emotional and all fucked up. I think the fuck not. No. I mean, I'm all down for a good fuck. But I'm just saying, not with the motherfucker At least can he be first? The first one I want to fuck? Like, shit. Okay, he the first one I wanted to fuck, though. You know what I'm saying? But the last one? Be aware of just settling divine feminine for just a motherfucker that you just happen to meet on your way, wherever the fuck it is you going, just because this Christ suffering is here. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying, you're alone and shit. We done got rid of everybody and shit. We ain't really got nobody that we fuck with like that. Be aware of just attaching to the first person that attaches themselves to you. Shit. And who the fuck don't love a fucking superstar, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, hello? I mean, that's basically what this is. Be aware of fucking groupies. Be aware of being a fucking groupie and be aware of groupies. You know what I'm saying? Because you hold something here. So it feels like be aware of getting attention, divine feminine, and it getting you off your path or whatever it is you're supposed to do. Because I do feel like some of y'all about to get a really big opportunity. Be aware of letting that shit go. Don't let it go to your head. No. Yes. Don't. Whatever the fuck it is. For real. I feel like shit, that's going to be tough for a lot of divine feminines, I'm hearing. Because there's going to be a lot of opportunities. All money ain't good money, divine feminine. My mom told me that it tells me that all the time. And know the devil that you work for. That's why I turn motherfuckers down sometimes for readers. It don't matter who the fuck it is. Real shit. I done got rid of a celebrity or two, bitch. I fucking can't do it, bitch. Number one, you fucking taking up all my time, motherfucker. Number two, bitch, you don't listen. You know what I'm saying? And I can't fuck with a motherfucker that don't listen. You need to be in the damn short bus divine university class. I can't say you can't be here, bitch, but they got more attentive teachers aides in that motherfucking up in Terrorland. I ain't the fucking one. This type of shit, divine feminine. Be aware of people attaching themselves to you, needing help, but really they are draining you. So, I mean, they may really need your help, but be aware of knowing when enough is enough, bitch. And it's like, I can't fucking do it. I don't give a fuck how much they paying you, what you getting out of it, divine feminine. Your treasures in heaven are stored up, period. They ain't even down here and shit, because it says in the Bible, down here, the shit can get moth-eaten and rusted and all that shit. But the shit that the Most High got for us is ours. Nipsey, with the you know what I'm saying? Queen card here, flip mode squad. You ain't like these people, divine feminine, so you can afford to tell a motherfucker no if the shit rubbing you the wrong way or anything. Be aware, divine feminine, in the next 7 days. Be aware. And that's not everybody, because some people do need your help, but just be aware of allowing, you'll know, divine feminine, because people that really need your help and shit, they want to see you keep moving. You know what I'm saying? They keep doing things and keep helping and raising the vibe of others. They won't hog you to themselves and shit. Like that shit say, I know why the cage bird sings. Yeah, because the motherfucker want to get out. That's why. Be aware of being a cage bird to people, divine feminine, that just want to kind of keep you to themselves. That ain't what God put you here for. That would just be a slave. And you've already mastered that. Put one on the 7 of Cups with the 2 of Wands, mastery. Least likely to participate in the threesome. I told you. Be aware, not excusing yourself from some fuck shit. I told you. Yes, that's exactly what that is. So, like I said, you ain't like the others, divine feminine. Be aware of divine feminine. There's going to be some things, and they're telling me it's not just in the next 7 days, but in this life that you're going to have to turn down. That are really, really, really like good offers for earthlings. You know what I mean? But for you, for your spirit, for your elevation and shit, you can't take it. And you're going to be tested in some of those areas. So it could be somebody that you really, really want to be with, right? And I'm saying this person could be good. Like, damn, they not married, none. They single. They got this, they got that. But let's just say this person don't believe in God. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe in none of that shit. All the shit you believe in, they don't. I feel like I'm using this as a scenario, but it would be a situation like that where it's like, okay, so what you gonna give up, divine feminine? You gonna sacrifice your higher self, your spirituality, because this motherfucker is perfect? Really, he ain't, because I mean, he don't believe in the Most High. That's already a fucking deal breaker for the nun, but I'm using this as an example. It's going to be shit like that, divine feminine, where your divinity is going to be tested like a motherfucker, G. Y'all gonna have to give up. You gonna have to prove that you not participating in the threesome, that you ain't like Agent Smith and shit when it comes to Seven of Cups or things that look, this could be just a bunch of shit. Money, jewels, bitches, homes, dudes, whatever the fuck. It's almost like you've mastered that 3D lustful feeling. Be aware going back to that shit, divine feminine, and getting off track in the next 7 days. Damn. Okay. One on the horse, 9 of swords, 10 of swords, who would get the bucket of horse jizz dumped on them for the least amount of money. Neanderthal face. I woke up in beast mode with my girl that's Beauty and the Beast though. That's what this card is. This beast mode, divine feminine. Yeah, so like I said, it's the Christ suffering, right? With the horse card. You gotta wake up in beast mode in order to get through this shit every day. Every day ain't great. You know what I'm saying? Every day ain't great. 9 of swords, 10 of swords. But every day that you wake up and keep doing some shit, divine feminine, go and like, I think I'll die another day. They just started playing that. It's not my time to go. You ain't dead, bitch. So ain't no reason for you not to wake up in beast mode. Be aware of not being in beast mode, divine feminine, in the next 7 days. Just because shit ain't going your way or things are ending or we still stuck in the house or whatever, that ain't no excuse for you to move. They telling me you still agile, motherfucker. That's what they telling me. You know, they're also saying just because, like I said, you get ridiculed, spat on, the crown of thorns, whatever the fuck, betrayed and all that shit, still don't mean that you shouldn't wake up in beast mode. That's like Jesus, like, well, you know what I'm saying? So-and-so did this shit, so I guess I ain't gonna do my sermon tomorrow because they totally fucked up my vibe and shit. Nah, I don't really feel like he did that shit, you know? It's almost like don't be aware of letting other motherfuckers stop you from what you're supposed to be doing because somebody don't like it or because something didn't go your way or because people ain't understanding. It says in the Bible, a prophet will be shunned in their hometown. So your family, your friends, your dude, the motherfuckers at your job, where you are, expect to be mistreated there. Be aware thinking that don't happen. Be aware of that shit in the next 7 days. It clearly says that shit in the Bible. And ever since I read that shit, I'm like, oh, no wonder. That shit cleared up a lot of shit for the kid. When I read that shit, like, oh. That's why I always tell y'all, and not saying anything against the people I know and love and shit, but y'all show me a whole lot more love than motherfuckers I know. Shit, than my own divine masculine. I known that motherfucker over 20 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? So a stranger will treat you way better than a motherfucker that you known for a long time. Believe that shit. Believe that shit. So be aware of thinking the other way around, divine feminine, in the next 7 days. One on the train, old jackass. If we were prostitutes, who would have the most STDs and who's the last person I want to fuck? Basically, shorten that shit. Tired of reading it. Nina Simone, aka Erykah Badu. Yep. Be aware, divine feminine, whatever or whoever this is that's coming, because it's my bag lady card that comes to stand in front of your, this is somebody, be aware, whatever and whoever this is that comes on your path and shit, that tries to offer you the keys to Jerusalem, as I keep saying, that shit come with a price. Like I said, you already got the keys. I said the devil will give you, that's what people don't realize. The devil do deliver on his shit, on his promises, but that shit come with a hefty fucking price. Bag lady, you gon' hurt your back, dragging all them bags like that. Yes, who will have the STDs? Be aware jumping in some shit, divine feminine, with somebody you don't even fucking know what's going on with them or nothing. I feel like that's in regards to, yes, STDs for real, but it also feels like emotional baggage or like problems, G. Problems that ain't even yours and shit. It's like picking up other, like I said, fucking a motherfucker and they got all this like shit inside of them. It ain't even about on the outside, divine feminine. It's making me feel like beliefs, morals, and values and shit. Like be aware of fucking motherfuckers who ain't like on that Christ consciousness shit. And I ain't talking about in no religious shit. That's why when I always talk about Jesus, I talk about him like the homie and shit, because I don't read that shit like everybody else. I don't see him like everybody else saw him. Really, or sees him, or most people, let's say that. Maybe some people do see him like I do, but I don't see him like most people see him in the Bible and shit. So it's almost, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, divine feminine, because I feel like I can say this to you. Best believe. I feel like Jesus was probably fine and shit, right? Because it says in the Bible, thousands of people followed him, man. His name was like, I'm sure bitches was on this like shit. I know they were, dude. He had like his crew with him, the 12 disciples, which is just like a celebrity with they entourage. Hey, baby, I want you to be in my entourage. Super fly chick. I bet you Jesus had groupies. Why would they tell us that in the Bible? They're irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Non-motherfucking factors. But if he was a man, you know what I'm saying, who had gotten inside of him and he was like that famous, and that there had to be. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it. And they kill them. They always kill the ones that have all the bitches, that can get the crowds. That's what this shit is, divine feminine, if you look at it that way. That's the Christ consciousness that you're in. So, of course, you're going to have motherfuckers like, I could be a disciple. I could be your man. I could be your Mary Magdalene. You know what I'm saying? We run. We like Bonnie and Clyde. I feel like it's all this shit, divine feminine. Be aware of somebody trying to hand you the keys, G. And I feel like they ain't from the Most High. Be aware, G. I feel like a lot of people, like they tell you, some people want to be disciples. I told you about the one that wanted to be the disciple with Jesus. He like, yeah, come on, you can roll with us. He like, yeah, but I got to make the potato salad, right, for my dad's funeral because he just passed away. I got to pick up my aunt from the airport. Make sure they got Jesus like, that tat, motherfucker. Let the dead bury the dead, big homie. But if that's what you got to do, then go on. You ain't ready for this life. You know what I'm saying? That shit, pain and suffering. You probably go miss your daddy funeral fucking with me, basically. Christ suffering. It's like, okay, but if you really believe in God and all that, then you know that your Father's spirit is always with you and it's with the Lord in heaven. So there's no need to go there. It's basically what he was telling that man. That man wasn't ready to hear no shit like that. That's why he didn't become no motherfucking disciple. No. Be aware of this type shit, divine feminine. A motherfuckers wanting to be your disciple and shit. Or you wanting to be other motherfuckers' disciple. Number one, bitch, you wasn't put here to be nobody's fucking disciple. I feel this personally as far as being a divine counterpart. I feel like you're here to lead. So be aware of becoming a follower, divine feminine, in the next 7 days. Be aware of being distracted by somebody who can possibly give you some type of STD for real. Or just put some emotional baggage or some like low vibing like spirits on your ass and shit and just to get you off track, because the devil always there to get you off. You know what I'm saying? As if Christ's suffering wasn't enough, here come this motherfucker type shit, right? 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands, least likely to participate in a threesome. I got a new sound. I told you, the motherfucking keys to Jerusalem. I told you, but you least likely to participate in a threesome. Like everybody else would take the keys, but not you, divine feminine. Be aware. You've already mastered this lustful, this temptation shit. It feels like temptation, divine feminine. Be aware. Because Chuck Berry do look good. That's why I said, look, even Johnny Knoxville is tempting. Like, oh shit, motherfucker got a Mustang and shit. Hair all pomade and shit. Motherfucker look like he, ooh, ah, ooh. Like he gonna serenade a bitch. Be aware, divine feminine. Something looking real shiny. Real shiny, divine feminine, but you're going to know right away that it's not from God is what I'm picking up on. It's like you can get it, right? You can have it, but I feel like you can still have it, but have it the right way where there's no like blood on your hands. Be aware of taking something, divine feminine, any type of offering that you know is going to leave blood on your hands, G, in the next 7 days. When I say blood, just meaning like ill-gotten, like it took away from somebody else. Someone else suffered at the hands of you getting this shit, G. Be aware of that shit in the next 7 days. It ain't from the Most High. It's not. Not if it's coming like that, you know? Damn. Okay. It feel like menses and shit, divine feminine, really. It feel like menses. It feels like divine feminine, really. It feels like you doing good, bitch. You looking good. And you about to start getting a lot of offers and opportunities. And they all mixed up together. Like I said, moths and butterflies and shit. You know what I mean? Moths are attracted to the flame and they burn up. And butterflies don't have shit to do with the fucking flame. So you'll know. So it's almost like in order to figure out which is which, don't make no moves and see what burns up. You know what I'm saying? Moths are going to come immediately towards you because you got the light and shit. But they going to burn off immediately too because they get too close. Meaning that, like it says, to some people, the smell of the Lord, basically, or the smell of God or spirituality, basically, is what it says in the Bible, is a perfume to some and a stench to others, divine feminine. To the moths, it's a stench, but they still drawn to the shit, but they burn off. You know what I'm saying? They shoot, right? To the butterflies, it's a perfume, like flowers. They circle around it, they love it, but they don't get too close. They just add to the atmosphere. They add to who you are. Be aware of that shit. That's what the fuck this is. It's a mixture of creatures and shit. here. And you got to figure out which one is which. Shit. Wow. That's deep. Okay. That could be with menses, job opportunities, some hookups and shit, some plug shit, networking, something, Divine Feminine. Something like that. Let's see your outcome, G. Outcome for Divine Feminine for the next 7 days. Stick a fork in it, it's done. The chicken came out. Give me another one. So the complaining card came out. This is the crying ass kid and shit with his annoying ass. And this is getting through obstacles here. Basically, Divine Feminine, this basically says you done crying. You know what I'm saying? About how hard shit is. Like I just told you, be aware of thinking that Christ's suffering ain't part of being a divine being. So this is you being done crying about the shit that you got to do. Just the shit that happens in this life, G, is kind of what it feels like. It's almost like I don't know, Divine Feminine. It's almost like when you understand that whole serenity prayer about accepting the shit you can't change and all that shit. It's true, but it's true on an even deeper level. It's like you can't, the shit's already been written, G. So it's almost like if they did it to them, they gonna do it to you and shit. You know what I mean? You're just an exceptional being on this planet, but it doesn't mean that you don't have the same human experiences is what I'm saying. So a lot of y'all stop crying about that shit and just accept the task, G. Shit. Basically, in the next 7 days. Put one on the chicken. Eight of Wands. Yeah, y'all done talking. What's understood ain't gotta be explained. Yeah, basically. Eight of Wands with the chicken and shit. Bitch, I'm done talking, motherfucker. Done talking. That's some of y'all. I don't know who y'all done talking to. Maybe it's trying to explain yourself to somebody. A lot of y'all are done trying to explain yourself to someone. And a lot of you guys are done trying to get someone to understand where you're coming from. So this could be you just trying to get your kids to clean up their room and shit and they don't understand. So you just take all the toys and be like, I'm done talking. Obviously, I'm talking to a wall, so there are no more toys, kids. What? That type shit. I bet you they ass start playing outside and picking the motherfuckers up then. A lot of y'all done talking. This could be in any situation. I'm just using that shit. Like, it's almost like I said, Divine Feminine, what's understood ain't got to be explained. You ain't got to suck. Bitch, you came up as fucking Nipsey with the damn pageant queen card, okay? With Flip Mode Squad, which means you keep reinventing yourself. It says you a shaman here or whatever you want to call yourself. So you really shouldn't have to explain yourself. You speak for your light, speak for itself, G. That's why you getting moths and butterflies. So y'all are done trying to prove yourself to people for damn sure. Whoever the fuck it is, you done talking. I'm done re-explaining myself, I keep hearing. Or trying to prove myself. One with the Eight of Wands here. Some of y'all hang up on somebody, just click. Damn. Six of Pentacles came out on top of the Eight of Wands. Some of y'all just ain't even answering the phone from people and shit. Numbers you don't know. Like, bitch, who? Shit, turned it to an owl on the motherfuckers. Who, bitch? New number, who this? Six of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands and the done card. Boop, some of y'all changing y'all number and shit and only giving it out to like 2, 3 motherfuckers and shit. Damn, Divine Feminine. Okay. Some of y'all are actively going to get out of some third party situation here where somebody's giving to 2 people. You're done trying to convince this person that they need to be with you or just whatever the fuck. Reaching out to this person first, whatever it is, Divine Feminine, you've been putting the effort in and that shit ain't going nowhere. A lot of y'all are done with that shit in the next 7 days. Even if you wasn't putting in effort, this could just be mad energy here. You exchanging telepathic communication with somebody, energy with somebody that you no longer want to be connected to, bitch. It's a wrap. Done. And that's for those that want to be done. I need to put that out there. But remember, I told you something comes along that makes you like switch gears or some shit. I feel like this complaining kid done crying. One on the crying ass kid. Why him crying? The Hangman told you, done crying. Well, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna shed no tears. Nope, I'm gonna roll me a Mary J. Blige, right? No, I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, it's not the time. It's not the time, divine feminine, because you're not worth my tears. Whatever this is, it don't have to be a person, but it's something that hasn't been going your way. It's almost like that's not changing anything. Like the Bible says, some people want to be taller or shorter or whatever the fuck, however it goes. But when they wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, the shit ain't changed. So why are we still crying about this shit, G? Why? This is strictly about things you have no control over, divine feminine. Y'all are done with that mentality. Like, fuck it. Shit. That's what it say? Passion without purpose, or living life without passion is inexcusable. That's basically what this is. Y'all done with that shit. In the next 7 days. One on getting through obstacles here. 2 came out. Not look. I'm a soldier. I told you. I'm a soldier. Told you, for the Most High. 9 of Wands. That's what this shit is all about. That's why I said a lot of y'all choose that shit. It ain't easy being cheesy, divine feminine. It just ain't. You know what I'm saying? If y'all believe the whole story, whether it was Horus and all the other stories we hear about whatever they call Jesus, right? Because I do feel like something faulty. I'm like, how you got Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, then you got Jesus, and then we had Abraham and Abimelech and all these other names, and we went straight, like, you know what I'm saying, Mark and shit, like, I don't know. But all that shit don't even matter. I feel like they put that shit in there to confuse motherfuckers and shit. That's why I say you got to read it for yourself and know what's real and what's not, and what's been switched around and what's not. But fuck all that. The outcome for the next 7 days, you realize you are fighting for your higher self and shit, for the Most High and shit. That's why you here in this life, to prove something to him and shit. Don't make no sense to cry about the shit. You know what I'm saying? You either fucking blood in, blood out. It's almost like you already here, divine feminine. It's making me feel like we joined the army, and now that they put us in the war, somebody crying, talking about they don't think they want to do this shit. Like, motherfucker, we here, bitch. What you mean you don't think you want to? You better get your ass off your shoulders. It's that type of feeling, divine feminine. In the next 7 days, God is asking people to show and prove, for sure. In the next 7 days. I told y'all, some of y'all are going to be asked to, like, prove something. Here, it's enough talking about what the fuck you gonna do and how you feel and what you want to happen and all that shit. Number one, if you ain't did shit to make it happen for yourself, then that's why you can be the complaining kid, but you can stop be complaining because you haven't done anything to make it happen for yourself. Number two, if you're trying to put energy into something that you have no control over because somebody's with somebody else, you can stop complaining about that shit because it's not changing anything. You doing that. It's almost like, so when you gonna just like kind of dust yourself off, try again, and like do shit for you this time. That's what this is. That's what this says you do, though, divine feminine. In the next 7 days, a lot of y'all stop playing victim and shit, which is what that says. And it's not necessarily with a relationship, divine feminine. Some of y'all just like, well, fuck, I'm gonna quit calling the job because these motherfuckers ain't answering the phone here. You know what I'm saying? Or they ain't telling me shit about when we gonna start. It's pissing me off every fucking day. So let me just calm the fuck down and stop calling them motherfuckers because they said they gonna call me. Let me just chill and focus on me and doing something that, you know what I'm saying, raises my vibe. It's almost like you guys replace something negative with something positive, divine feminine. Literally, or something just comes to you like that. But I still feel like you got to fight for it, though, whatever it is. Like God sends it to you, but you have to go after it. Look like y'all kicking the gear with something, divine feminine. In the next 7 days. Some of y'all kids hate this homeschooling shit. They ready to go back to school and shit. Like they realize they like school now. A lot of y'all's kids are saying that. You tired of hearing this shit is what I'm hearing. Or they keep asking when they're going back to school. A lot of y'all are going to hear that again in the next 7 days. It's annoying, I know. Somebody's church has something for kids, though. I don't know how they keeping them socially distanced, but some church program or something for some kids. For somebody. One on the chicken, 8 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles here. Sees Candy's lady with the buff ass arms. Occupation. Yeah, I told you what's understood ain't gotta be explained. A lot of divine feminines, this could just be you trying to prove yourself at work. Like, I'm the best person for the job. I'm the best person for this relationship. The best person for, it's like I feel like you don't have to do that anymore, divine feminine. Stick a fork in that shit is done. It's like your energy and what you just speak for yourself, bitch. When you walk in the room, bitch. Shit. Look. Best believe when Nipsey walked in the room or walked around, just anywhere, motherfuckers knew. Maybe it's just because he was tall as fuck. I don't feel like that's all it was, but there's some feature probably about you too, Divine Feminine, that stands out from most people. Like a facial feature or something about you that's different from others. That's number one. I feel like why you stand out, beauty queen. Number two, I just feel like, bitch, you just like you claim and command a room or command a space. So like if you do something online, you're good at it, bitch. If you take pictures, you're fucking really good at it. Or sports, singing, whatever it is you do, bitch, you're really good at it. So it's almost like you being authentically you and shit is what's separating you from others, making you look like the butterfly and not the moth. You ain't got to do extra shit, bitch. And plus it's wearing you the fuck out and shit. In God we trust. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing with this part. He says that in that song, doesn't he? In God we trust. That's what I keep hearing. And he got his finger up like he pointing to God. In God we trust. Yeah, Divine Feminine. 9 of Wands with the Hierophant. Somebody's gonna try to, somebody you don't want to talk to, you done blocked or you keep hanging up on. This motherfucker ain't taking no for no answer, Divine Feminine. They ain't stopped crying yet. And I feel like somebody's gonna come and fight for some commitment with you, for some of y'all, in the next 7 days. This is somebody that has been trying to reach out to you. And you know this. They've either sent messages through other people, contacted you through different accounts or something like that, and you still won't talk to them. This person's going to try even harder, G, for some of y'all. One on the complaining kid and the hangman. Outcome for Divine Feminine for the next 7 days. Mature woman came out. Pubic hair. Yeah, you got pubic hair. But I like it with the hangman. That means you done hung here long enough to learn lessons and shit. The mature woman know a thing or two about a thing or two. This is Sophia. Picture it, Sicily, 1913, right? This Sophia, she had all the fucking knowledge with the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend, basically. That's why you can't complain or cry about shit no more, Divine Feminine. Because it's like, you know what you need to do, you know what needs to be done, or you know what you can't do and what can't be done. It's acceptance here, Divine Feminine, in the next 7 days. That's why I said a lot of y'all stop trying to like prove yourself. It could be a job, man. I feel like for some of y'all, it's a job. Like y'all keep calling like, bitch, when am I going back to work? They probably like, this bitch really want her job back. Like, be sure to put her on the callback list because the bitch want to be here. It's making me feel like something like that, Divine Feminine. Like you're so determined about something or whatever that it's already spoken for itself. It could be your work ethic. It could just be what you do and how dedicated you are. It's literally speaking for itself. So because this is the type of person that you are, you can rest assured that if something's not coming to you and you have been this authentic person, authentic being, then that shit literally just ain't for you, G. It just really ain't. You know what I mean? Like if you are in this high vibing energy, but you would be willing to accept that right now. Like, yeah. So basically it's like, damn, I know I'm like high vibing and shit because all this other good shit is happening. And it's the one thing I can't fucking get or the one thing I can't change. It must not be for me. It must not be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it must not be. You figure Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead, remember? I'm sure a whole lot of other people died that Jesus could have raised. And I'm sure he was like, yeah, I don't feel like I should be raising that one. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit just wasn't for him to do. Some shit it was. He didn't heal every blind person. You know what I'm saying? He healed some of the blind and let you know that he could, but I'm sure he didn't heal them all. Some of them just had to have faith and, you know what I'm saying, pray and to be healed. Some of them were destined to be blind, maimed, or whatever the fuck this shit is. That's what I'm saying. You speak for yourself, Divine Feminine. So you're led in the direction in the places and shit where you're supposed to be with the people you're supposed to be with. It shouldn't be no fucking confusion at all. Not at this point in your life. As far as you being in confusing situations with confusing people and illusions and all that shit, it doesn't mean that they won't present themselves, but it's not like you're actively involving yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you gonna get tempted and tested, G. No doubt. That's what the fuck this shit is. This is a really good school. Yeah, it is. One on the getting through obstacles, the Hierophant, 9 of Wands. Bad health card came out. Put another one with that. Some of y'all are going to fight to get better through something. So if anybody does have the brewski, I feel like you're getting better, right? Because this is like feeling like, damn, I feel like I can move and be active again. So some of y'all fight some disease for sure, some illness. Some of y'all fight through some like depression, some emotional something. Some of y'all God gives you the strength to fight through it here, which is basically what this is. I told you, I think I'll die another day. It's not my time to go. It's what I keep hearing. And some of y'all just snap out of some shit, Divine Feminine. Literally. It's like, you ever, like, just one day you wake up and you be like, I just don't do that anymore. I've heard people just stop smoking. My mom was like that. Like, she just woke up, was like, I don't want to smoke anymore, and just never smoked again and shit type shit. Or like, I used to bite my nails, and one day I woke up and I'm like, I just don't want to bite my nails, or something tastes different. Like, I just don't like to eat that anymore. It literally feels like it just changes like that, Divine Feminine. And you get like some pep in your step or something. I don't know what this shit is that changes, but something does and gives you like some drive or some motivation to get up and do something. One on the 9 of Wands here. I mean, God is out here, so surely. Oh, shit. Maybe that motherfucking coin, bitch. Look, that will make a motherfucker get up. Like, well, shit, I guess I motherfucking feel better, bitch. How much you have said? How much? Look, he looking like, Shit. Motherfucker eye all busted out. Somebody need medical insurance. Like, bitch, what's up? God come through for some of y'all with some, like, medical treatment or something where nobody else can get it, or you get the money to pay for something or something like that, and you do feel better. He come through for somebody in that aspect. But yeah, for, like I said, something comes along, Divine Feminine, some blessing, opportunity. It could be a relationship or something, home, job, something comes along. Like I said, it comes along, but you got to fight for it. It comes to you, but it's like you have to actively go get it. It's like the Uber person taking you to the store, but bitch, he ain't gonna go in and buy the motherfucking groceries. Bitch, his job was to get you there. Now you got to put in the effort yourself. This will be like, well, I don't really want to, I don't feel like going inside, right? Nah, whoever's, so whatever you've been feeling like you don't have the drive to go after, or feeling like, man, it's just too hard, matey, turned into a pirate on, something make you change your mind, G. Yeah, this is God. If you really want to party with me, look, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see, right? Give them praise. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. Yeah, put all your hands where my eyes can see. God, like, show me. In God we trust. Look, him and Busta Rhymes both got their hand up. God do. In God we trust. I'm telling you, we hear you. Y'all connected. Y'all like, this is shit. We go way, way back, son. That's basically what that has said. Yeah, there's something that God offers you, Divine Feminine, but he want to see if you're going to get out of like some mode, if you're going to flip mode squad on them and shit, get out some mentality, some funk, some depression, some stuck state, maybe wanting something. Like I said, some of y'all just want a relationship. He's going to put something else in your path to see if you are going to accept whatever this is, like his offering to go a different way in life. Some of y'all, a lot of y'all are, is what it looks like. Shit, who the fuck want to stay like this and shit? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck want to stay like this, Divine Feminine, crying and waiting on the motherfucker who with another bitch, or waiting on the job? It's almost like so it could be something like you waiting on the job to hit you back and shit to go back to work. And then your higher self is telling you to fill out other job applications and shit right now while you're off, right? I say do the shit. It's like the opportunities are out there, but you got to go get them. And it's like, no, I'll just wait for my job to call me back. What if they don't? The chicken out here, Divine Feminine, you would have been happy. Then you're going to be like this, bad health. It's almost like you already feel like this with the job because they ain't calling you, right? We don't know what's going on. So you might as well fill out job applications. If they call you back your other job, cool. Maybe another one call you before, then you like, fuck it, I don't even need these motherfuckers to call me back. I got a job when this quarantine shit over, so now I'm on vacation. It feels like that, Divine Feminine. Something like shifts something or something like that, where it's like no longer an issue. Something's no longer an issue anymore, Divine Feminine. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Let's see. Okay. One on the chicken, 8 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, occupation. That's way too many, no. Excusez-moi. Okay, great. David Bowie, Divine Masculine. That's my Divine Masculine card. Yes, his ass calling. With the chicken, because you done talking to that motherfucker. This Divine Masculine was definitely given to multiple people, G. A lot of y'all are done putting in effort. This will be for y'all that have been trying to reach out to this motherfucker and online and still trying to like his pictures just to show you still putting in effort, or sending a, hey, how's it going? Long time. All that bullshit. Y'all done with that shit for those that are doing that. Others, this doesn't have to be Divine Masculine, but this is my divine counterpart card. David Bowie always is. Never lower your mask until you have another ready beneath. Cultivate strangeness and beauty will follow. Seek the truth floating far above the moon. That's why I said, Divine Feminine, you done proving yourself. Never lower your mask until you have another ready beneath. It ain't no mask. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is who I am. So this is really what I do. Cultivate strangeness and beauty will follow. Basically, like I said, your flaws, all this Christ suffering and shit, I'm telling you, it's what's making you who you are, getting you on track. That's what makes you beautiful. You're beautiful. Who sings that? You're beautiful. It's true. Yeah, that's what they started playing. Cultivate strangeness and beauty will follow. Yeah, it is going to feel strange because you're so damn used to like wanting to be with this person or reaching out first or looking at their page all the time. You're going to stop doing, there's some behavior you're going to put it into and it's going to feel weird, but it's going to be beautiful. It's like a freeing feeling. Seek the truth floating far above the moon. There's other things out there, Divine Feminine. Like I said, something comes and you realize there's something far above the moon. Whatever this is like they're making me feel like you think it's small. Like, say this is your divine masculine and like, or some relationship or something. Like I said, with the job, it's like you, so used to wanting that, being there and all that shit that, you didn't even think past that. Then whatever that is that you didn't think past, it presents itself. And you like, fuck. That's like me always wanting to be Barack Obama's niece and that motherfucker just ring my doorbell and be like, hello there, Nun. I, heard you were looking for an uncle. Like, yes, motherfucker, I was. Oh my God. But shit, I gotta open the door. 9 of Wands, you know what I'm saying? If he just keep ringing the doorbell and shit, that don't do nothing for me, Uncle Barry, Auntie Shell. This type shit. This type shit. It may be strange, but beauty will follow. Bet you he become my uncle some type of way. Y'all be laughing and shit, but shit, watch. Y'all gonna be like, this bitch really found a way to be in this motherfucking Obama family. Bitch, yes the fuck I did. Shit, yes the fuck I did. Seek the truth floating far above the moon. You got to think past the fucking moon, y'all. That's what manifesting is. Real shit. Y'all are done thinking small, basically, Divine Feminine. In the next 7 days, something comes to you or you see something that makes you realize there's a lot more out there to the world, man, than whatever the fuck we've been focusing on. Basically, that's why you stop crying and complaining. One on the crying, complaining card with the mature woman and the hangman. Y'all could come to the barbecue, though, because I'm going to convince him to have one. The Obama Q. When he ready. Anyway, Ravi Shankar came out on top of the crying kid, mature woman, hangman. Always read and play between the lines. Your true nature is reflected in silence. Music is the infinite space between two souls. Yeah, what do you say? Always read and play between the lines. The hangman gets enlightened. Your true nature is reflected in silence. Hangman just kind of observed. This bitch looked like she kind of leaned to the side, just kind of observing some shit. It's Divine Feminine. In the next 7 days, you're gonna get clarity on something that was right under your nose, G. Like you're gonna see something like, why didn't I fucking see that or know that or something? It's once you get rid of the old wine skins, though, they're saying. So once you get rid of the old wine skins and shit, or it's almost like someone gives you new wine and you realize like, it's like you go look at you like, oh, great, thanks for this new wine, right? And then you're like, I'm going to go put this up right now. And then you go look in your cup and you're like, fuck, I got old wine skins. I can't put new wine in here. It like makes you flip like that. That's what it says. You can't put new wine in old wine skins. You can't replace cover up like a hole in some new clothes with old cloth. You know what I mean? Same shit. That's what this is, basically. So something is given to you where you realize you can't be in the same state or you can't be in the same situation, same energy in order to receive and have this. That's the enlightenment that you get. And that's what causes this to just completely stop, this complaining and crying here. Music is the infinite space between souls. Some of y'all write music, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all get it out, poetry. Some of y'all express yourself some type of way. But you create something because music is the infinite space between two souls. There's something that you are given the opportunity to create, Divine Feminine. So like I said, it could be a new relationship because I saw that. Some of y'all are moving into a new home where you're like, yes, a redo, bitch. A whole fucking new start, new job. Some of y'all moving to new states, getting new opportunities. I'm telling you, Divine Feminine, there's something where you look at this shit and you be like, damn, now I know it was all. I didn't lose my eye for fucking nothing. Okay, I didn't lose it for nothing. Thank you, right? Bad health, you ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you in this energy, you gonna get spit on, ridiculed and all this shit. Bad health. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be pretty, Divine Feminine, but you still standing in the end and you do reap the reward. Shit, like I tell y'all, we still talking about Jesus now. Whatever y'all want to call him or whatever he did, we still talking about his ass in 2020 and this shit was supposed to be however many hundreds or thousands of years ago. You know what I'm saying? We still talking about it. That's basically what it takes to be a divine counterpart and have your name just renowned and shit and ring throughout the world for the rest of your fucking days and your children's days and their children's days. That's why we still learning about people that walk the path before us and shit. Still, you still hear about them. Shit. It's the same shit, divine feminine. Same stuff, man. There's some hope, basically, you get in the next 7 days. One on the getting through obstacles. The God card, bad health, 9 of wands, and great fortune. Diana Ross, this is my drama card. Lord have mercy. Lord have his mercy. Lord have his mercy. I like her in here, though. She look cuter in this one. She still got the motherfucking eyelashes, though. Make sure they never see the last of you. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing in a ball gown. You can be better. You can be a better you than anyone else. I told you, be your motherfucking self. I told you ain't got to prove yourself no more, divine feminine, because you can be a better you than anyone else. Meaning being yourself is the best thing that you can do because you can't fuck up being you. That's what that shit said. Never lower your mask until you have another ready beneath. But I told you, you don't have on a mask. So therefore, if it's a job worth doing, it's worth doing in a ball gown, bitch. You come in and do that motherfucker like you know you gon' whatever this is, divine feminine, that presents itself. You have to stay authentically you. Don't try to do too much, bitch. Don't put on too much lipstick, perfume. Try to overdo it. It's making me feel like don't oversell, divine feminine. Make sure they never see the last of you is what this says. Yes. So make sure you make an impression. If it's a job worth doing, it's worth doing in a ball gown. Yes. Look your best, do your best, feel your best and everything. But you can be a better you than anyone else. Don't forget what the fuck you here doing, who the fuck you doing it for, right? The Most High, why you doing it, why all this suffering and all this shit happen. It's making me feel like there's going to be an end to something, some type of suffering, divine feminine. Just don't forget what it took to get you there. It's making me feel like some of y'all could come into some money, some fame, possibly some type of opportunity, relationship. And there's a possibility that you forget everything you motherfucking learned, cuz everything is what this is saying. For some of y'all, not a lot of y'all, but it's almost like just don't forget where you coming from, divine feminine. Don't. In God we trust. Don't forget, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you even got here. Because if you really want to party with me, yeah, I feel like some celebration. Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. I feel like you being celebrated, divine feminine. Yeah. Bust a rhyme. Some of y'all rappers and shit or write lyrics and shit. It's somebody gonna be put on the spot to do something. Like, I don't know if you run into a celebrity or something, divine feminine, or you get an opportunity to showcase yourself. And I feel like, bitch, make sure they never see the last of you. If it's a job worth doing, bitch, you better do it in the damn ball gown. You can be better. You can be a better you than anyone else. This is my if you stay ready. Boom, 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 boom. You ain't got to get ready. Doo, 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 doo. Sugar free, baby. That's street gospel. Yeah, divine feminine. Brush up on whatever craft or whatever the fuck it is you do, bitch. Whether it's, like I said, a job, if you want to become a wife, bitch, start acting like one now, whether you done met this motherfucker or not. If you want to sing, dance, act, whatever, bitch, you should still be practicing and doing your shit during quarantine. Because I feel like all eyes on me, people watching you, divine feminine. And I feel like these are opportunities. Fuck this whole union shit. I'm seeing shmoney and God blessing you and shit after a really hard time in your life, G. That's what the fuck I see. These the real keys to Jerusalem here. So like I told you, divine feminine, the path to righteousness is straight and narrow and shit. It's boring. You know what I'm saying? People spit on you and all that shit, but you still keep going. Bad health with the Hierophant card. So you know whatever God is offering you, divine feminine, it wasn't really, like I said, it's not confusing, but it ain't easy neither. You know what I'm saying? It's still straight and narrow. This man looked like he getting orders. Like, okay, go straight, then go down the bank, then make a right. Okay, got it. This don't look like he's still trying to listen. Like, wait, what? Which way did you? Nah. His God's directions are perfectly clear here, divine feminine. So that's how you gonna know whose it's coming from. Who's offering you the keys to Jerusalem, G? Yeah. You can know if you stay yourself and be a better you than anybody else and stop listening to other people's opinions or whatever. He put you on the path. Bitch, you a fucking 5-star general, cuz I told you. Anyway. Divine feminine, that has been your reading for the next 7 days. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single divine feminine. Give no fit nuts. Still, thank you for visiting my channel and my Tripping or Not Tarot. My name is Cockfrost, but you can call me the Ghetto Nun. Please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Again, info for private readings will be below the video. I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye.